It is time now for our weekly market alert video, and this is the video for February 7th, 2020. And so an eventful week, of course. In the news, we had the acquittal of President Trump. Shocker. We also had the jobs numbers that came out that were very strong and bode well for where we go from here. China, of course, on two fronts. One is the trade tariffs and also on the coronavirus situation. So let's talk about those and how they affect our fearless forecast of Dow 31,000. And so as we've reported to you, no one, we believe, was surprised by the acquittal of President Trump, and therefore neither were the markets. And it was essentially a non-event when it comes to that. So from that standpoint, that's all there is to say about that. The other area, of course, the jobs numbers that came in were very strong. And as you guys know, we don't look at the unemployment rate because the unemployment rate measures the number of people that want a job that don't have one. What we look at is the labor participation rate, which is the percentage of people who are of working age who are working. So what can happen is, as an economy gets better, wages become higher, people are attracted from I don't necessarily want a job to now I do want one. That causes the labor participation rate to increase. More people are now working that are of working age, but it can cause the unemployment rate to go up also because now you have more people looking for a job that want one. So we like to look at the labor participation rate, and that's an important number in our view because the more people who are working that want a job, the better we view it to be for our economy, for profits. And profits tend to drive stock prices, and stock prices obviously help with our investments. So that's a virtuous circle that we think is going to continue, and therefore our fearless forecast of Dow 31,000 we believe is still intact. Now, there are two flies in the ointment. One, of course, is the coronavirus. The other is the elections. I'm not going to talk about the elections in this video. We'll save that one for later. We'll tease you on that one. But on the coronavirus front, yes, if that were to devolve into a pandemic, that would have a significantly detrimental effect on the global economy, recession, bear markets, all kinds of things like that would happen if that turned into a pandemic where millions of people were dying and we had that situation. We do not view that as being what's going to happen. This is, in our view, going to be very similar to the SARS epidemic, but it's going to be a slower play out because the coronavirus has a 2-week gestation period. So there are people who are carriers who don't even know it. There are people who, so that kind of thing. There's a delay. So we believe it's going to get worse still before it gets better, but it's not going to turn into a pandemic. That being the case, there will be moments when markets are concerned and companies are going to say they're downgrading their forecasts because of that, and many have. But we believe that to be a short-term, probably over the next few months, situation before it turns itself around. So our fearless forecast is still for Dow 31,000. We're still bullish on where we go from here. And also from the standpoint of where we are versus our sell signal, we're not near it at this point, so we're not at risk of hitting our sell signal and having to get out. Now, having said that, we always have our sell signal ready, our protection strategy ready to protect you from if we see large downside and we want to not participate in that. So rest assured, no matter what you're doing, you don't have to worry about this. We'll worry about it for you. We'll take care of business for you. We're minding the store, okay? So our buy, hold, and protect strategy is there. We will implement it, but we don't believe we will have to this year. We don't see that happen. So for now, all is well. We thank you so much for being our client, for allowing us the privilege of being your retirement planner. And we hope that you are sharing us with your friends and telling everybody how you are benefiting from our relationship, and perhaps you know others that could as well. If you want to send them our way, we're very, very grateful if you do that. So all is well, and we'll look forward to talking to you again soon. So thank you.